Hello, myself Archana Mishra from LP Savani Vidya Bhavan. Here we are going to start a new chapter which is data handling. Chapter number 4 in our textbook. So first the question will arise, what is data handling? Data handling is the way in which data can be represented graphically to give a clear idea of what it represents. It is easier to interpret and organize data using pictorial representation. Data handling includes bar graph, pictograph and telemarks. So firstly we will know about data. In various fields we need information in numerical figures. Each figure of this kind is called observation. The collection of all observation is called data. So basically data is the collection of numerical facts regarding a particular type of information. Raw data is whatever observation we have gathered in the initial stage, that is called raw data. Now types of graphical representation. We are having several types of graphical representation like tally chart, which is also known as frequency chart, pictograph, bar graph, double bar graph, histogram and pie chart. Uh, for these types of graphical representation we have learnt uh, tally chart, pictograph, bar graph, double bar graph in previous classes. Now in this chapter we are going to learn about histogram and pie chart. How to draw the histogram, what is the basic difference between a histogram and bar graph, and how to draw a pie chart. We will do a quick revision of some of the graphical representation that we have learnt in previous classes. Firstly, we will take pictograph. The representation of information through pictures is called pictograph. Here we can take same icons, pictures, symbols to represent the data. It is also called pictogram, pictorial chart, pictorial graph or a picture graph. Here you can see an example which is given by the balls, and we are collecting the data which is sports played by third graders, and baseball, football, soccer, hockey and basketball are there, and the ball is representing 10 students. Then we are going to take tally chart, a method of counting frequency according to some classification in a set of data. For ease of counting, every fifth observation is represented by a diagonal line crossing in the previous four to make a fifth barrier gate. Tally charts are often used with grouped observation. Next, we are taking bar graph. A bar graph is a graph that displays the frequency of numerical distribution of a categorical variable, showing values of each bar next to each other for easy comparison. It is very easy to compare when the bar graph is given to you. Now the parts of bar graph: y-axis, that is the vertical line through 0, x-axis, that is the horizontal line through 0. Bars, that they can be horizontal or vertical and are used to show the large values or the observation. A scale on a graph is what we use to measure the distance between given coordinates. This one is a example of bar graph. Here you can see x-axis, y-axis. The title is also written, and you have to take a suitable scale for showing the graph. Bars are equidistant, are on equidistance to each other. Now histogram. Histogram is a bar graph that shows the frequency of data within equal interval. There is no space between the bars in a histogram. So the basic difference between a bar graph and a histogram is a histogram whenever the frequency is given in an equal interval and there is no space between the bars. Here's one example is also given to you. Here the frequency are 15, 17 and 17, and the data is organized in a group form, or you can say equi intervals. This is an example of a histogram where you can see the number of hours of TV, that is a group distribution, or you can say a class distribution: 1 to 3 hours, 4 to 6 hours, 7 to 9 hours, and frequency is the uh, number of students that are watching TV for 1 to 3 hours, 4 to 6 hours, and 7 to 9 hours. There is no space between the bars, and this one is a histogram. Now another one is circle graph or a pie chart. A circle graph represents data in a circular form. A circle graph shows the relationship between a whole and its part. It is divided into sectors. Each sector visually represents an item in a data set to match the amount of item as percentage or fraction of the total data. Now, whenever you are drawing a pie chart, you have to go through the steps. These are: step 1, calculate the angle of each sector using the formula. Step 2, draw a circle using a pair of compass. Step 3, use a protractor to draw an angle for each sector. And step 4, level the pie chart and all its sector. Next, how to calculate the angle of a pie chart. To calculate the angle of each sector using the formula is as angle of sector is equal to frequency of data divided by total frequency multiplied by 360 degree. Why we have taken 360 degree? Because the total angles of a circle is up to 360. So this, by using this formula, we can find out the degree of the given observation. This is an example of a pie chart. In this one, in a school, there are 750 students in a year 1 to 420 students in year 2 and 630 students in year 3. Draw a circle graph, or you can say a pie chart, to represent the number of students in each group. So firstly, we have to find out what is the total number of students. So we will take 750 plus 420 plus 630 to find out the total number of students, that is 1800. Then we will find out the degree of the sectors. So for first year, the degree will be 750 divided by 1800 multiplied by 360, and it is 150 degree. Same we will apply for second year and third year. So we will get 150 degrees, 84 degrees and 126. So whatever degrees we are getting for first year and second year and third year, we have to represent it in a pie chart, that means in a circle graph. By using the compass and protractor, we can show the degrees in a circle, and by this way you can draw a pie chart. So in this video we have seen the different graphical representations of the data. Previously whatever we have learnt, that we have revised, and we have gone through a new concept which is histogram and pie chart. So hope you will like the video. Thank you.